Let's open the cap of the equipment like this. It has an LCD. Many of Flowmeter devices have this LCD or display. It will be possible for you to get the parameter changes you want on the device, because the device itself implements the changes, and in some cases there is no need to use any hard device, handheld communicator for the initial parameters changes. You can easily determine it with the cursors E plus and negative. I'll remove the display like this. The display is separated this way. There is an electronic board here. You can see the items plus, minus, and E from another view. Yes, let's put it aside. This electronic board calculates the time difference, which is quite clear in this part. There are some side sockets here for programming the device. This part is used for connection. Let me loosen this screw and remove this part by means of screwdriver. In fact, there are some sockets here. To know what these sockets are, you can look at the diagram which is behind this part. The first positive and negative parameters can read 4 to 20 milliampere with a maximum voltage of 30 voltage of DC, and the next case gives you a transistor output. Since we want to read the flow output, we usually use the parameters 1 and 2 in the projects. In other words, in this equipment, this one is 1 and 2, and that one is 3 and 4. For wiring, because your hand may fit inside the device very hard, you can separate the terminals as I did. Now the terminals are separated. You can see 1 and 2 on this socket. I do the wiring 1 and 2 here and then put the socket back into its place. If you look at this part, it's the output cable of this equipment. These two wires connected here come out from this part. Send the 4 to 20 milliampere signal to the control room. I just want to connect the power supply to the device to see how the display turns on. I use a 24 volt DC power supply. Let's connect the negative end first, and then I connect the positive end. The device will turn on in 2 or 3 seconds later. The device is calibrated up to 4,179 cubic meters per hour, that you can read it easily. The items E and positive are the adjustment parameters, or you can go to the quick setup and change any items you want, such as the language. The point is that if you look at here, it needs an access code, because the device is quite new and I have just taken it out of the parcel and it's for a customer. We do not have the access code, and I try not to change the items a lot. As you can see, by entering the access code, you can go to setup and change the different items such as language and the other items. If you want to get back to the previous stage, you can do this by pressing positive and negative buttons at the same time. I just wanted to show you how the device turns on. If you want to work with this device, you have to read the manual operation of the device to change the parameters. I emphasize once more because it has an access code. I avoid entering the code to prevent the possible problems. Thank you.